and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing the full review on the 1792 single barrel, and this is a store pick by Specs. So, if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. Enjoy yourselves, won't you? For all my returning viewers, you know how we do. Come on in, let's get the show on the road, shall we? So here we are. You can clearly see we're halfway. So on the full review, it's the part 2 of a 3-part series that I do for the review on a bottle, libation, what have you. Part 1 is off the rip. I get it home, I crack it open, have the first pour, share my first impressions with you because I love you. I truly do. Part 3, we're going to be down here on the final pour, and thusly called the final pour. We're going to compare that final pour to the first pour and everything in between. So today we are talking about the 1792 single barrel store pick. All I couldn't find a whole heck of a lot information, but here we go. So this does not have an age statement, so it is non-age stated. I could not find anything about added color or chill filtered. I'm pretty sure there is, but every place I looked omitted such a thing. So if you know anything more than what I disclose on these videos of the full review, please by all means let me know. And also I'd like to know where you got that information. I particularly prefer information to come from sources, not just comments on websites or forums or whatnot, unless they also themselves state a source. I like sources. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get a pour on. It's got a nice big fat cork, and that handle is nice. You see my big red shirt? My big red shirt because it's Christmas time. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, we didn't get a look at the bottle. So there it is. There's the bunny. There's Mr. Bunny. For our customers. This is a Sazerac product, and it is out of Bardstown. So this is a Barton. Okay, barrel number 1542. It is a 49.3% alcohol by volume. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. There's the shining off my head. There you go. It's kind of hard to pick this up. I do apologize for trying to get you a better look at this. You can pause and scan as much as you want. Distilled and bottled by Barton Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. I just love how they just put that right over the crap you don't need to look at. There's actually a website on the very back end that I did not go to. A phone number too. I should call them up and see what they have to say. But anyways, for now, let's go ahead and get on with the show. So we're going to break out Mr. Randy's handy dandy whiskey color scale. You've seen that before, haven't you? Off screen or off camera, I'm going to try and nail this down. That's kind of dark. I'm trying to get it. I can't really seem to peg it quite real. That's definitely darker than the Auburn turn. Yeah, all right. What do you think? Deep tawny mahogany or Oloroso sherry? No, it's not dark enough for that. Off screen, it looks more closer to this end. Did they say copper? They said copper. There's the copper. Burnt amber. That's pretty close. Somewhere on that end. You know what? Doesn't matter. We're not here to look at it. Old guy Bourbon says, we're not here to look at it. Mick says we're not here to look at it either. We're here to drink it. On the nose, oh, the nose has gotten better. So, once I get to the halfway point and it's ready for the full review, I let it sit for a couple weeks. And when I open it, it's just as much of a new experience as it is off the rip. The experience has changed. But it's almost like a whole new experience. Let me just... Yeah. The nose has definitely calmed down a little bit. I do believe on Off the Rip video episode, I have said that this was a kind of on an edgy, like rough, sort of mildly unpleasant. Single barrels, man. So Mr. Randy paid just under $48 out the door at one of his Specs because it's a Specs pick. So I'm getting a dry dustiness. It kind of like, it seems like a dry dustiness. I got pencil eraser. That pencil eraser came through a lot better this time than off the rip. Yeah, you get that cinnamon vanilla, that cinnamon spice vanilla, sweet oakiness that you get on any bourbon. This one has a little bit more of a dry dustiness, but it's not as offensive as some other bourbons I've had that gave you that dry dustiness. Yeah, it's got pencil eraser in there, so let's go ahead and get on the palate. Ooh. Yeah, right away you're gonna get that that dryness effect. Now it doesn't say who picked it, and generally a lot of people say that there's usually one person that picks it. I doubt it's ever going to be like the top guy, the top slot, you know, house boss. It's probably going to be somebody in district management or something. If you know who picked it, drop it in the comments. Let us know. The palate's very drying, but everything else is pretty mellow besides that. The intensity of the dryness kind of overshadows everything else. It's relatively unfortunate. It's really holding it back for me to be able to enjoy this as much as I wish I could. Let's go ahead and get a finish on this. Ooh-wee. Much better experience on the finish. It's like we got a good nose. We skipped the palate and went right to the finish. It's got an intensity level of 4 on the spiciness. It is coming in at 49.3%. So it's just under 100 proof. I do believe, oh yeah, I forgot to write that down. What I started doing was I started adding a teaspoon, 5 to 10 milliliters of water to a pour to sort of, you know, mellow it out a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot more intense than I had the last few pours. I remember now. Add about a teaspoon. That's about 5 to 10 milliliters. You can add, I was putting in 10 milliliters, and that was mellowing it out just about right. So the gums and the lips are very much tingly right now. I still got a lot of good spice on the top of the tongue. The tips pretty much no. The cheeks got a little bit. It does have some decent viscosity that carries over relatively nicely. A little bit of squeakiness on the teeth, on the gums wrapped around the teeth. Finish is, there's a lot of like, now it's like on the back end, on the like esophagus. It's got some heat, probably a 2 out of 5 on that intensity. I still got a lot of numbness around the gums and the lips. And not a whole lot of the astringent, but the numbness is still kind of hanging around. I don't know why carrots just popped in there. That's weird. Just, I got like a carrot aftertaste. Anyway, time for my score. Let me put a score on this. Ooh. I wanted to like this. I don't know if it's the barrel pick that sort of messed with it. I'm probably going to have to try a regular single barrel. Nothing that's associated with any store brand or pick or whatnot. I just want a straight. Well, that's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized every single barrel is different. And that's why you have the store picks, okay? Duh, I wouldn't know where my head was at that moment when I said that. Every single barrel is different. Now, they can be relatively close, but every single barrel is different. That's why it's a single barrel. Okay, so I will try a single barrel of 1792 again. I'm going to try and avoid. They've done 1,542 barrel picks, as I assume that's what that means. But I guess I'm going to try a non-store pick single barrel. If you know of a particular store pick single barrels that are highly recommended, go ahead and drop that in a comment. I'm starting to really get into single barrel bourbons and leaving everything else pretty much behind. Let's get on to my. Oh, did we do the score? No, we didn't. I'm sorry. Almost left you out on that one. So at a 49.3% for just about $50 bottle. No age statement. Nothing to say on the coloring. It's got a good nose. Palate falls a little flat. It's got a pretty decent finish, but I think the best part about it is going to be the nose, unfortunately. Not horrible. It's not a horrible bottle, but it is lacking in some areas. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it a strong 3 out of 5. That's where I'm going to put it. And I'm thinking that's kind of being generous, because a lot of the things that I look for when I go for a bourbon and then a single barrel on top of that, and then you want to throw in that it's a store pick, like it's extra special, I'm expecting more. And I got less. I got quite a bit less. So there it is. My fair price on this, I wouldn't pay anywhere near 40. I actually prefer the regular expression of 1792 a lot better than this one, and that's very unfortunate. I don't know. But like I said, single barrels are always different, so maybe I just got one that wasn't so great. Just remember, don't get the 1542. I have to keep that in mind. 1542, no on the 1542. Would I buy this again? Do I have to say it? I guess I have to. For the record, no. No, I will not buy this again. We'll buy another single barrel, but not the 1542. Well, there it is. Let us know what you think in the comments. Have you had it? What do you think? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Hope you have a better one.